going on, guys? Tonight we got the Hellfire Farms T-REXXX with 3 X's. So I'm assuming that it's extra hot. Don't know anything about this one, but it looks good. Try and get a nice even cut here. There we go. As even as possible with the curvature of this pepper. Ooh. Alright, ooh. Dropping it. Okay. So it came apart, but let's see if I can get a... Oh man, look at that interior. That is beautiful. It's trying to slip out of my fingers. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful interior. Smells super fruity again. Actually, I'm going to try and just want to get it to focus. There we go. Boom. Thumbnail. Super fruity. Smells kind of citrusy. And very vegetal. Let's give it a try. So I just want to chew that up good. So first bite is extremely fruity. A little bit of citrus in there, but very, very brief on both of them. Then it went straight floral. I didn't really get any bitter though. It was very, very pungent. Heat did start off right away. Excuse me, pepper. But it was very low. It's starting to ramp up now. Say it started at about a 2. We're definitely at a 3 now. Going up. As soon as the heat really started ramping in, flavor took a pause. I still taste the floral a little bit. Right now it just tastes very, very chinense. It's intensifying. But it's almost like it's coming in waves. Like it intensified, and it stopped there. And then intensified again, and then stopped there. And so on and so forth. Keeps randomly rising. Say I've made it up to a 5. Pepper, excuse me. It's all localized right on the back of my tongue, right where it meets the throat. Say I can feel a little bit on the front of my tongue, but mainly it's right back there. Starting to kind of dig at the throat a little bit. Yeah, I went to about a 5. And it just kind of kept burning backwards, but it never really scorched the front of my mouth. It was like halfway back on the tongue, and then slowly worked its way back as it got hotter. So it was progressive and migratory. That was interesting. I feel like it's just kind of hanging there. Definitely feels like it's peaked, but it's not backing down. It's definitely just hanging at that level. Usually you'll feel them peak and then come right back down. This is a very, very odd burn pattern. I don't know if I've had one quite like this. And it's still just hanging right there. Right at a 5. Just steady. Still no flavor in my mouth. It's because I'm focusing on the burn so much. I just felt a drop. It's still just hanging out right back there. Right in the very back of the tongue, where it meets the throat. It did a little bit to my throat, but it didn't go any further. That was a very strong burn. Excuse me. But the way it progressed kind of throws you off. Excuse me, burp. Definitely throws you off from kind of comprehending how hot it really is, because it was constantly changing. Definitely just one of those peppers that keeps you guessing. So that's pretty interesting. First bite was absolutely delicious. And then it did go very floral. Still no flavor really left in my mouth. It was just burning. I said I got a little bit of the, just that chinense flavor. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that chinense flavor stuck in my mouth. Other than that, it's just burning. It's substantially lowered, but it's still there. felt it drop again. It's so interesting. This one's so progressive, but in an odd manner, with those random plateaus. So it came down the same way it came up. Up, plateaued, up, plateaued, up, plateaued. Hung there for a little while. Came down, plateaued. Came down, plateaued. Once your brain registers how high or low it is, it holds there. But then it changes. So with that being as floral as it is, as it becomes, that one, I'd almost say strictly being used for powder, drying up, dehydrating pods, grinding it up into powder. Because that fruity flavor is so short-lived, I don't know necessarily if it would benefit a dish. It would make good for a sauce if you're trying to just add heat. That would be really good. If you're saying you're making a habanero sauce or something like that, and you just want to bump it up a notch or two, throw a couple of them in there. I wouldn't necessarily combine this with anything else that's very floral, just because that would make a very floral sauce. There's certain things you can do to that to help with that, but we won't get into all that. I mean, maybe if you're just adding it to like a curry or something like that, just to add that extra heat, where you got all those other seasonings kind of almost doing the work for the flavor. Just something that would only be added for like really ramping up the heat. Definitely has my nose running a little bit. Can't really see it, but I can feel it. Eyes were fine for this one. Didn't even make me tear up. I think it was mainly because it didn't hit the throat too hard. It's definitely got my nose leaking. I can feel it running down. Excuse me, pep burp. Alright, so we are back. We're back at baseline. We're back at no burn. None of the flavor really came back. I definitely taste like that chinensi flavor in my mouth. That's just that one flavor that no one can really describe. But it is very specific. It's just that chinensi flavor. That is one thing that peppery chinensi flavor definitely stuck the whole way through. But only once the heat came in, because it was obviously fruity with a slight citrus note. Slight citrus note. I mean, I just went immediately to floral. Wash that out. But as soon as the heat started ramping in, that all went away. During the burn, all I really got was that chinensi flavor. The one was absolutely delicious. I feel like that one's gonna be a little harder on the stomach than it is going to be on the mouth, though. The way I felt it burning my throat, although it did go away quick, I could just imagine that feeling down lower, and I definitely have a feeling that's gonna be rough on the stomach. for anybody who hasn't prepped right or anything. Alright, so yeah, we're back at that baseline. No burn, no flavor. But that was the T-REXXX with 3X's from Hellfire Farms. Jason and Ramona just killing it, doing an awesome job with all these crosses. It's just so exciting because I'm going to be watching them every filial generation and seeing, you know, what they become. Because every single plant is going to be different to an extent. And every generation is going to be different from that, including every single plant in that generation could show different signs of, or different characteristics of that genotype. That pretty much wraps that one up. Alright guys, burn daily.